What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the joiners, shout out to the point of view crew, and trip on this. Today's video, right now, I should be talking about and recording the video, do you have to go to jail? Do you have to go to prison to be a wood? Got the thumbnail made, shout out to Dave 1503. Have the video in my mind and the notes written. I'm ready to go. I have the words and the politics behind it I want to say. And hey, answer might surprise you. I just want to get together a couple more stories to go along with it for your viewing pleasure. Because stories are my bread and butter, bro. I'm not going to come through and do a video without stories. So I have the backbone of the video to answer the question, getting some stories together. And I thought, hey, let's do that tomorrow. Give me more time to prepare. And today, I'll answer the $1 million question. $1 million. Why is it $1 million question? I don't know, because I've been getting asked over and over and over again the same question. And it has to do with my last video, which, by the way, I mean, I'm maybe a little bit biased, but I thought it was a good video. And I don't like all my videos. I thought my last video about the law library was a good video. In it, let me reiterate, I told a story about how I got into it with the guy because he got mad. I came at him and said, hey, do you know that dude who gave you the tattoo, HIV positive? I guess I said that. Other people found out. He said, I told him, I don't know, long story short, he wants to fight me. Challenged me to a fight at the law library. We both sign up. We both go. I end up getting jumped. And I don't fight that dude one-on-one over this whole HIV beeswax. I go out there and end up getting jumped. And a lot of people are like, whoa, what happened there? What'd you do? There's more to the story then. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't check out. You're talking about a one-on-one over this, and then next you know you're getting jumped. What transpired? What took place? What elevated the whole situation? What'd you do wrong, Splinter? And I'm here to tell you nothing. Getting jumped in Kern County Jail is par for the course. It's the wild, wild west. It may not be politically correct, but it's not going to stop him from doing it. And I'll tell you right now, what happened was dude went out there to fight me one-on-one. Over the whole, I said that the dude tattooed HIV positive. He got mad. He talked smack to me through a kite. We did go to meet up at the law library. He took a homeboy with him for moral support. I don't know. And dude probably just smelled blood. Got the vibe, saw us fight, and thought to my dog, I'm getting in on it. Boom, 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 boom. Happens all the time. I myself have been guilty of it. It wasn't a pre-planned thing. It wasn't, hey, let's get together. Hey, you guys jump Splinter. It was merely a one-on-one that turned into a 2-on-1 because when you see people fighting, it'll make you kind of rowdy. It'll get your heart beating. It'll make you just want to jump in. I myself have been guilty of a jumping. For instance, I'm in the county jail. I got this homeboy I'm kicking him with real tough. This Wood, he's a friend of mine. I'm on the farm up in Barracks 6. This dude lives like in Barracks 9 or something. I don't know. We kick it. We work out together. We're chilling. This is my dog. He comes in one day after lunch. He's so mad. He's shaking. He's like, Splinter, this dude drove up. He disrespected me on the streets. I'm going to handle it. Let's go. He's like, I'm rushing right now. I was like, you're going to get him right now? He's like, yeah, come on. So I went. I was like, let's roll. I went with him to have his back. He already broke pretty much rule number 1 right there because you're not supposed to fight over things from the streets. Something happens on the kayas, leave it on the kayas. If someone disrespects you, something to do with your old lady, someone stole out your car, something on the streets, and you see him in county jail, you're supposed to squash it. But it hardly never happens. Hardly never happens. People fight all the time over stuff over the streets. He said, roll with me. I'm going to smash this dude. I said, all right, let's go. I had no intention of doing anything. I walked over with him. We walked inside the dorm. He seen dude. It was on site, so he just rushed him. That's what on site means, homeboy. As soon as you see him, you get it. Dude knew what time it was, because when he saw the dude, he put his dukes up too. However, he broke rule number 2 right there. Because anytime you go to fight inside of an occupied dwelling, a dorm, a pod, a building, a block, you don't just walk in and start fighting. Of course, you're going to tell the powers who be, you're going to tell whoever's at the top, you're going to tell somebody, hey, I'm getting ready to fight in here. Especially if you live somewhere else and you come strolling in there, of course you're going to say, hey, I'm getting ready to fight. I'm going to fight that dude. Because people don't want to be surprised by a fight. They were like, whoa, who's fighting? Why? Should I get in on it? What's going on? You need to let everybody know, and it'll be arranged. You never just go in. So he broke rule number 2, went in there and just start slinging him. They start fighting. I'm standing there watching, and then I break rule number 3. I smelled blood. It made me all pumped up. I saw a dude fighting. I wanted some. Even though he was already winning, he had dude back against the wall. They're throwing punches. I start boom, boom, boom. I start getting some. I wanted some, so I jumped him. Out of line, yes. Was I wrong for it? Yes. Would I do it again? Probably. I don't know. It's your homeboy. It's my dog. He's fighting. I want to fight too. It got broke up by older Southsider dude. He grabbed me. He's like, we don't do that here. Some other people jumped up. Southsider's like, nah, kick back. Tranquilo. You're not going to do that. I was like, all right. So even though they continued fighting, no one was looking at them. Everyone was looking at me. I felt like the cat who ate the canary. I was just like, my bad. They're just looking at me like, dude, you're going to come here and jump that dude? Way out of line. And I'm looking back at them like, yes, I am. Cat ate the canary, you know. So, anyways, better to be the cat ate the canary than the J cat. Rather to be pissed off than pissed on. Be that as it may. So, just like trip on this one, bro. Trip on this one. I'm in pretrial. Kern County Jail. There's a dude there named Megapause. Megapause. And you know damn good and well, for the first week I was around that dude, I thought his name was Menopause. And I thought to myself, there's some stupid names out there, and there are some stupid names out here, homeboy. And I'm here, and Menopause is dumb. But hey, that's your name, bro. I thought maybe he's going through a rough patch in life. Menopause. So, hey, what's up, Menopause? Till someone said, no, his name's Megapause. And he did have some big-ass hands. But why not go by hands or fingers or, I don't know, bro. Megapause. Maybe he was sitting around one day and someone saw his hands like, damn, dog, you got some Megapause, homeboy. Big-ass hands and it's stuck. Everyone's like, yeah, Megapause. Or maybe one day he's like, damn, I got some Megapause. However, it happened. We got this dude in our block, our pod, pre-trial, Megapause. No one likes him. Maybe because his name is kind of, I don't know. I didn't like him because his name was Menopause. I kind of liked him a little bit more when I found out it was Megapause, but no one really cared for the dude. Then no one really liked him because there was a guy there who was a weak link, like there always is. There's a smaller, weaker, littler, white dude who was in there stressing on his old lady that made him look even weaker and smaller than he already was. You'll get that later. And so Megapause, who was a good artist, they struck up some deal. This little white dude who was hard timing over his old lady struck up a deal with Megapause to do some drawing, to do some art. And Megapause could draw very good. But I don't know if he just saw him as a victim, he saw him as a weak, always crying over his old lady, he saw him as a smaller dude, whatever it was, Megapause burned him. Took his money, I think it was like $30 worth of canteen, like a phone card to mail out, supposed to draw a portrait, all kinds of stuff, ended up just drawing a stick figure rose. Trip on that. A stick figure flower. You can't even say it, much as draw it or even want it. A stick figure flower. It is like, dude, it was funky, bro. I looked at it like this. I was like, oh yeah, he burned you. So everyone's pumping up the youngster. You got to rush. Megapause. But he didn't want nothing to do with it because, like I said, he has some Megapause. Like some big old hands, like bigger than this dude's head. Bam. He's like, well. They're like, nah, he burned you. You paid him this. You're expecting that. He gave you shit toilet paper. You got to handle it. He's like, Finally, they're like, look, dude, just give us an excuse to get him. All you got to do is go in there and just punch Megapause one time. Menopause. Just hit him. And then we'll take over from there. Because we don't like his stilo. We want to get him anyway. And this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Over there just lying to you, manipulating, basically stealing from you. He's not honoring his word. We don't like him. We want to get that ass. Just give us the reason. Just go in there and throw that first punch to kick it off. So we all go up there. And he didn't even throw the first punch. He couldn't even do that. He was, well, I didn't really like what you did. So someone got sick of waiting for him to throw the first punch, and someone else did. Boom. Punched old Megapause. Then he was getting jumped by a couple different people. Was it out of line? Was it wrong? I mean, kind of. There's a personal deal between those dudes. If the dude shouldn't have gave him the money up front before he got the thing drawn. But people didn't like Megapause. It's a popularity contest. They want his ass out of there, and they jumped him. Did he do anything wrong? Not really. Took advantage of that little youngster. Oh well. How many people here? Raise your hand if you never took advantage of somebody. They all do it. Hey, I'm going to have a video coming up real quick. It's going to be called Put the Con and Convict, as a matter of fact. And talk about how there's some hustling assholes up in there, homeboy. But be that as it may, and chip on this. Even my I almost said his name. You know why? I got his name right here in the notes so that I wouldn't remember the story. It was like a landmark. His name was like a little remembrance thing. And it certainly was to say, Glad I didn't say it. My homeboy from my neighborhood, good friend of mine, been in the pen with him, hung out with him on the streets. He was fighting this dude. They were getting busy. He was fighting the guy because he messed around with the dude's girlfriend. So actually, what you don't see coming, the card at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming, is I was actually on another dude's side. I wasn't even on my homeboy's side because, dude, I don't agree with that get down, messing with this dude's old lady. And my homeboy had kind of like a problem with that. That was not the only person he did that with. Kind of like scandalous if you ask me. But he's still a real good friend of mine, my dog. I've known him for a long time. We ended up over at the spot. We're there. So is a dude who's getting his old lady messed with by boom. Of course, it turns into a big old fight. And everyone's been drinking. Everyone's there. It's a neighborhood. And the dude that's involved, it's me and my homeboy. And then it's all the youngsters. The younger generation. Not really youngsters per se, but younger than us. It's the younger generation under us in our neighborhood. It's one dude's got a problem with. And we're at this party, and they start fighting. And the dude's getting the best of my homeboy. He has him down. He's hitting him on the back of the head. Elbows in the back of his head. My homeboy's like this. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, dang. Ooh, I hate to see it, but what can I do? Ooh, man. And he's down there and he says, Splinter! Ask me for help. I'm like, oh, bro, what? Dang, he really humbled himself. That's not a good look. I think me personally, I would take homeboy, mega pauses. I'd take mega elbow on my head before I would start saying, help! Dave, Mike, or anybody, dude, homeboy, Billy, Corey, I'm not going to be shouting out for help, dog. Splinter! So I just ignored him. I thought, you know what, if I don't rush in and help him, and he gets out himself, then maybe no one heard him cry for help, and it'll blow away with the wind. Until he said it a second time, right in the middle, getting those elbows in the back of his head and neck. Splinter! Dog! A little bit louder. Splinter! So then I had to jump in to help him. He asked me for help twice. Even though I felt embarrassed for him to do it. I felt like he should have took a beating. But I jumped in on it, broke it up. So what do you think happened? All the little homies turned on me. What's up? A couple punches were thrown. I was dodging. Like, whoa, whoa. Then I was backing up and like, don't jump in. What's up? And all it did was break them up. My homeboy got off, got in the car, split, left me. Should I say? You know what happened after that? After all that fight, he left me. I'm having to get another ride home. Almost got me jumped by the little homies. And then some other things went down. You know what finally ended our relationship? We weren't friends no more. Is because he was staying at his sister's house and I was over there and I accidentally left the freezer door open in his sister's garage. His sister had tons of ice cream in a big freezer full of ice cream. And I got in the middle of the night at 2 in the morning and I got some ice cream. I left it open and they all melted. And they're just mad, dude, like snarf, our ice cream's gone. So dog, they're like, whatever. But hey, I jumped in when he was getting, and I should not have done it. It was out of line. You can't be jumping in. People do all the time. I was even jumped in Wasco reception by my homeboys. They said, fight this dude one-on-one, then fight this dude one-on-one. And then when I was fighting the second guy one-on-one, the first guy I fought one-on-one jumped in. So fight him, and then he went ahead and go and jumped in. Just like the cherry on top. Bro, happens all the time. So nothing shady, nothing weird about me getting jumped other than they just took it too far. So also, people brought up issue in that video with the fact that when the guy wrote me the kite saying, stick it in your ear. I'm trying YouTube guidelines like cussing, like beep, beep, pound it, F you. You know what I remember more than anything? The kite, he said, I hate you. What a weird thing to say. Can you imagine cussing someone out? You're getting ready to fight. I could be, asshole, piece of shit, mother effer. But I hate you? I was like, what? That one really hurt. Like all the names you called me, sticks and stones. But do you really hate me, man? That's going a bit far. So I hate you. He's saying all these things to me. And the older wood I was kicking with, I had not been to prison at that point. I've been to county jail a couple of times. Had not even heard of the law library. Again, I'm referring back to my video. The last one I did. Dude wrote me a kite. Didn't challenge me to fight, talking shit to me. The homeboy I was kicking it with took it upon himself to write him back. That's where I'm going with this. People had issue with that. Splinter, he set you up. You said you didn't even see what he put. He could have been put like, hey, I want you guys to jump Splinter. He's, I don't know. Is that what happened, Splinter? Like, why? And then I'm here to tell you again, perfectly normal. Perfectly normal for an older homeboy to step in on a sensitive a sensitive kite. I got word someone talking shit. This is going to turn into a fight. The older homeboy said, I'll handle this. He challenged you to the fight. He set everything up at the law library. Because A, there have been situations where you tell this dude, hey, challenge that guy to a fight. He disrespected you. You guys are going to fight. Ride the kite. Instead of saying we're going to fight, it's like, hey, let's be friends. Kumbaya. Camp, squash it. I don't want none if you don't want none. And send the kite, and there's never a fight. People wonder why. It's because they squashed it. So it's like, no. We'll take care of this. Not saying that I would do that, but you need someone else in there reading it, writing it. Make sure this fight happens. You don't want the two people who are going to be fighting to set it up. Never that, because you might get cold feet and squash it right in the middle. No, that's what you have the outside people for. That's what you have the posters for. They're going to come in. They're going to make sure everything's just fine. So it's normal for him to take that kite and say, I got this, Splinter. Say, hey, we don't appreciate the way you said this and that. You disrespected my dog, blah, blah, blah. You guys are going to fight. I myself have blown kites for people. There was a youngster. He went out to work. He was supposed to hit for somebody. There was something out there. I think I brought this up in a prior video. You go out to work, go out to hit. You're in county jail. They send you out to go pick up trash at a predetermined location. So you tell your people, hey, I'm going to be picking up trash in this area. They all go and they bury a clavo. You know what they all do? They all bury a little bandana. It's like a flag. They'll rip a little white bandana, a little black, a little bandana, they bury it. And then when you go out there, you see like the bandana blowing in the wind. And you'd be like, oh, there's a clavo. I mean, you could put an M&M packet over it, and it's going to blow it away. You could put like a rock there, but there's tons of rocks there. No, how about like a little bandana? And that sucker's just like this. The problem is, everyone uses a bandana. You look out there, and there's like 10 bandanas just like this. I don't know why the cops will come out and be like, damn, that's kind of weird. We have like a bandana garden. Who knew? There's literally like 10 bandanas in that one area, all buried about this much, with this much flapping in the wind. So, hey, the cops never tripped on it. Good for them. Homeboy went out there, grabbed the wrong bandana, came back with the wrong clavo. Then, before he even came home to the dorm, and he hadn't done a lot of prison time, he didn't really know what was up. Before he came back to the dorm where we were at, where we can guide him, he gave it to the dude. Hey, I accidentally have your clavo. Here. He should have came home first, got with us, and then sent him a kite saying, I have it. What am I going to get when I give it to you? Bargain and negotiate. Don't just give it to him. Now you might not get nothing. He might say thank you, was what he did, and not give you jack shit. So, we had to write him. I wrote him. Some of us, not him, not the dude who hadn't done much time, the dude who got the wrong clavo and gave it to the guy without even negotiating any terms. Okay, you messed up, you gave him the clavo too fast, we'll fix it. We're going to get him on paper. Hey, so I gave her the clavo. What's up? Whoop, whoop, cha, cha, cha. So there are times when you say no. In a delicate matter, let me write this. Another time, there's a dude. His wife straight divorced him, wrote him a letter and broke up with him. Said, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. This is what happened, I don't want to be with you no more. This and this and this and this. Or maybe didn't I take that back? Let me back all the way up. Didn't even say I don't want to be with you no more. Just said I've been doing this, this, and this. Unapologetic about it too. Kind of like, put that in your pipe and smoke it. This is what I've been doing. If you want to ask, yeah, the answer is yes. The dude was all upset, broken up about it. Man, dog, she copped to this. She said she did this and that. Damn. Homeboy's like, let me get at her. I'll tell her what time it is. You want to be there anymore? Dude's like, no. He's like, okay, I got this. Don't even worry about it. Put her out of your mind. And dude took over. Hey, that's how you feel? You did this and this, and took over and write the letter. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. In fact, I thought that was funny. I laughed my ass off. You know that one of the homeboys write your wife and encounter and respond to a letter, her telling you basically that he disrespected you and she thinks you're, a weenie? And you're just going to let one of the homeboys. I'd have been like, you said what now? So he's like, yeah, write her for me. Write her. And I'd put it on my mind. So there's all kinds of people responding for the people. There's all kinds of people getting jumped here and there and everywhere. Next video. Can you be a wood guy going to the pen? Right after that next video, doing time at San Bernardino Woods. I want to talk about the homeboy Buck, but I already told a bunch of stories about him, so I'm going to focus on this dude named Chopper. Also, coming up, videos can do a viewer's choice. Dude, I'm going to Oregon, if not Thursday, Friday. Homeboy, it's a mission and a half. Taking a train to Oregon, I'm going to drive a car back down here from Middle Oregon to Bakersfield. 18-hour train ride, 13-hour car ride. And dude, do I have all my ducks in a row? Not really. Dude, if you have ever thought, man, maybe I should donate to Prison POV, now would be the perfect time. I don't care if it's $1. Dude, I definitely gonna need help getting to Oregon and bringing this car back. But I need the car. You know what my new slogan is? This is not my house. It's my roommate's house. That's not my car. It's my roommate's car. Not my house, not my car, not my friend. Dude, we're not friends. It's my car only when the insurance is due and the brakes are bad and it needs gas and something broke and the tires. Then it's my car when I pay for stuff. But when I have to go to a doctor appointment, no, it's not my car. No, you can't drive it. always threatens to kick me out. Bro, I'm this close to being homeless, homeboy. I gotta get this ride. Because I could be kicked out at any time. I could have the car keys taken from me at any time. They're not mine. Bro, I get this car from Oregon, homeboy. Freedom! No one could ever make me use my Chevy legs ever again. So yes, I gotta go. Yes, I'm gonna need help from the point of view crew. I mean, homeboy, if you're feeling it, you're feeling it. If you're picking up what I put down, awesome. With that said, I'm gonna cut string, let it fly. Definitely more videos tomorrow. Quiet as kept, I got laid off too, man. Snarf, snarf. I think I have one more day left. And that's just go get back, gather some trash, take it to the dump. Right before my Oregon trip, dude, laid off. Dang. Know what I mean? Don't matter. This is gonna happen. We're gonna make this happen. Cut the string, let it fly. Peace.